They told you, and if she's not interested, just give up. But what if I told you that disinterest is not permanent? That a woman who shrugs you off today can find herself thinking about you tomorrow, even craving you. The truth is, attraction isn't built on trying harder. It's built on psychology. And if you understand this psychology, you can flip her indifference without chasing, begging, or lowering yourself. Welcome back to Brainify On. Today, we're breaking down how to make any woman want you, even if she's not interested at first. This isn't about cheesy pickup tricks or fake games. It's about positioning yourself as the kind of man she can't ignore. Stick with me till the end, because once you see how this works, you'll never waste time chasing again. And hey, if you're serious about understanding female psychology and becoming the man women respect, make sure you subscribe right now. Let's dive in. 1. Why chasing destroys attraction. Think about the last time you wanted something badly, maybe a new phone, a car, or even a person. At first, it's exciting. You picture yourself having it, and your mind creates desire. But now, imagine someone shoving that thing into your face every single day, begging you to take it. Suddenly, it doesn't feel special anymore, right? That's exactly what happens when you chase a woman. Most men make this mistake. They think, she's not interested. Fine, I'll try harder. I'll call her more. I'll shower her with attention until she finally sees how much I care. But here's the truth you need to face. Chasing doesn't create attraction. It kills it. The harder you push, the faster she pulls away. Why? Because chasing flips the script. Instead of her thinking, wow, I'm lucky he noticed me, she sees you as the guy desperate for her attention. You've given her all the power without realizing it. And let's be honest, people don't miss what they already have too much of. If you're always there, always texting, always trying to impress, she doesn't need to think about you. You've already made yourself predictable. Imagine texting her 3 times a day. At first, she might reply politely, but eventually those messages lose weight. They feel routine. But the moment you stop chasing, something changes. Suddenly there's space. And in that silence, her mind starts working. She starts wondering, why isn't he texting today? Did something happen? Is he talking to someone else? That wondering is what sparks attraction. But here's the deeper problem with chasing. It screams insecurity. It tells her you don't see yourself as valuable enough to stand still and let her come to you. Nothing turns a woman off faster than insecurity. Women are drawn to men who hold their ground, who value themselves, who don't need to beg. So the next time you feel the urge to chase, pause. Let her feel your absence. Let her notice the silence. That stillness will speak louder than 100 messages ever could. Remember this, chasing doesn't make her want you. It makes you easy to forget. 2, silence is louder than words. Here's the part that most men get wrong. They think constant communication is proof of effort. So they send good morning texts, check-in calls, and good night wishes every single day. On the surface, it looks sweet, but to her, it feels like noise. And noise gets ignored. Silence, though. Silence is powerful. Silence makes her curious. When you're not flooding her with words, she starts asking herself questions. Why hasn't he messaged me? Is he busy? Did he lose interest? Those questions live in her head, rent-free. That curiosity becomes the seed of attraction. Think of it this way. Attention is currency. If you hand out your attention freely, it loses value. It's like loose change lying around. Nobody cares about it. But when your attention is rare, when it feels earned, it suddenly becomes valuable. And people crave what feels valuable. Now, don't twist this into immaturity. This isn't about ignoring her to play games. It's about balance. It's about showing her that your world doesn't revolve around her replies. A man who can sit in silence without panicking shows confidence. And confidence is magnetic. Here's a simple example. Say you've been messaging daily and then she starts replying shorter, taking longer. Most men panic. They double text. They try harder. But instead, you pull back. You stop texting for a day. What happens? She feels that gap. She checks her phone expecting your name. She might even reach out first. That silence hit harder than any long paragraph you could have written. So remember this. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say to a woman is nothing at all. 3, stop being too available. Let's be real. Availability is attractive when it's balanced. But being too available, that kills desire faster than anything. Here's what too many men do. They cancel plans with friends just in case she might call. They respond instantly to every text. They drop everything the moment she needs something. On paper, it looks like effort, but in reality, it makes you predictable, boring, and forgettable. Think about it. If you know someone will always say yes, where's the excitement? There's no challenge, no tension. Humans crave what they have to earn. That's why the rarest things feel valuable. Now, relate this to your own life. Remember when you wanted something badly, like a promotion, or maybe a rare item that was hard to find? That scarcity made you want it more. But the moment something was handed to you freely, it didn't feel as special. Same principle applies here. Women don't crave men who orbit around them. They're drawn to men with their own lives, passions, and priorities. A man who sometimes says, "Sorry, I can't. I'm busy tonight," is more attractive than the one who's always on standby. Why? Because independence signals value. It shows you're not desperate. So here's the truth. If you make yourself too easy, she won't feel the need to miss you. But when you show her that you're not always available, that your life is full, she starts to notice the gap when you're not around. That's when the missing begins. 4, the power of mystery. We've all been told honesty is important. And yes, it is in relationships. But when it comes to attraction, honesty without mystery kills the spark. Here's what most guys do wrong. They overshare. They tell her everything they're thinking, every plan, every feeling. They believe it's building trust. But what it's really doing is stripping away all the mystery that keeps her curious. Attraction doesn't work on logic. It's emotional. And curiosity is one of the strongest emotions. When she doesn't fully know what you're about, she starts filling in the blanks herself. Where's he going? Who's he with? What's he thinking? That mental guessing game keeps her engaged, keeps her thinking about you. Compare it to your favorite movie. The suspense, the cliffers, the unknown. That's what keeps you watching. If the whole story was revealed in the first 5 minutes, would you care to watch the rest? Probably not. Same with women. When you're too transparent too soon, you rob her of the fun of discovery. But when you hold back a little, leave some things unsaid, you create tension, and tension creates attraction. This doesn't mean lying. It means not being an open book from day one. Keep some layers hidden. Let her earn the right to know you deeper, because the less she knows, the more she imagines. And often what she imagines is more powerful than reality. So, here's the secret. Mystery isn't about hiding who you are. It's about pacing what you reveal. Leave her wondering, leave her guessing. That's what makes her want more. 5, never compete for her attention. This is where most men trap themselves. They see her surrounded by other guys, so they try harder. They comment faster, compliment louder, and push themselves to be noticed. But here's the truth. If you're competing for her attention, you've already lost. Why? Because real men don't compete. They attract. A man who knows his value doesn't care who else is texting her, who else is liking her photos, or who else is trying to impress her. He stands his ground because he knows his worth. Doesn't shrink in comparison to others. Here's the harsh reality. When you compete, you put her on a pedestal. You treat her attention like it's a prize you have to win. And women can sense that energy. It makes you look desperate. And desperation never earns respect. Flip the script. You are the prize. Your time, your focus, your energy, they're not free. They're not cheap. They're valuable. And the moment you start living like that, her perception shifts. Suddenly, your attention feels like something she needs to earn. Women don't want men who beg for their attention. They want men whose presence already demands it. So, stop fighting for her approval. Stand firm in your value. When you do, she won't see you as just another guy in the crowd. She'll see you as the man she doesn't want to lose. 6. Confidence is magnetic. If there's one trait that makes women weak, it's confidence. Not looks, not money, not sweet words, confidence. You could be average in every way, but if you walk, talk, and live with unshakable self-belief, women notice. Here's the mistake men make. They think love alone is enough. They pour their heart out, write long messages, and sacrifice everything. But love without confidence feels like weakness, and weakness doesn't attract. Confidence, on the other hand, is silent but powerful. It's in the way you make decisions without hesitation, the way you hold your ground instead of folding just to please her, the way you carry yourself like you don't need approval to exist. That quiet strength is addictive. Think about it. How many times have you seen a woman choose a man who wasn't the best looking or nicest, but he had that aura? That's confidence at work. It signals strength, stability, leadership, and women are wired to respond to that. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's not acting like you're better than everyone. It's self-respect. It's being willing to walk away if you're not valued. That's why confident men stick in women's minds. That's why she thinks about them even when they're gone. So stop believing love alone will make her want you. Love without confidence is dependency. And dependency pushes women away. But confidence makes you unforgettable. So here's the raw truth you need to let sink in. Women don't fall for the guy who begs, who chases, who sacrifices his own value just to win her over. That kind of man gets sympathy, not desire. The men women actually want, the men they can't stop thinking about, are the ones who stand their ground. The ones who show confidence without arrogance, who keep some mystery, who don't hand out their time like candy. A woman might not be interested in you right now, but attraction isn't static. It's fluid. It changes based on how you show up, how you carry yourself, and most importantly, how much you value yourself. You can flip her perception, not by chasing harder, but by pulling back, by creating space, and by letting her feel what life is like without your presence. That's when she realizes what she's missing. So, if you take anything away from this video, let it be this. Stop competing, stop over-explaining, stop proving yourself. You are the prize, and when you live like the prize, she can't help but notice. Even the woman who once looked right past you will feel that pull when she sees a man who knows his worth. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a situation where you stopped chasing and suddenly she came back around? Or maybe you realized being too available was killing her interest. Drop your experience down in the comments because I read every single one and I'd love to connect with you. And before you go, don't forget this. The next video is about something that most men get wrong in relationships. Why giving loyalty too soon actually pushes her away. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and if you got value from today's video, give it a like to support the channel. And if you're ready to go deeper to really understand female psychology and build the kind of attraction that lasts, check out the membership link below. That's where I share advanced strategies I don't put here publicly. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and remember, attraction isn't about chasing love. It's about becoming the man she can't ignore.